And the Salukis are out in front. Here comes Wichita State. Taylor Larchmiller getting set to hand it off to Nikki Larchmiller. Wichita State, Southern Illinois, the first to get the baton to their anchors. And the big lead for Southern Illinois in lane 6. And it will be Southern Illinois' Brianna Branch taking the title. Wichita State second, and Missouri State takes third. As we're off and running here in the 2017 MVC Outdoor Track and Field Championships. And a lot of competitors still in it here.
Wichita State.
They make the turn.
Wichita State looking good on the inside there.
Coming up on your anchors, Mike Wells for Wichita State's going to be chasing Darius Rogers of Illinois State. Rogers, one of the fastest men in the valley, trying to hold off Mike Wells. And it will be Rogers for Illinois State with the title in the 4x1.
And if you're wondering where Brandon Carnes was, they had a bad exchange there, dropped the baton, but being the true professional that Brandon Carnes is, he just picked up the baton now, and he's going to come across honest effort rule here, finish his last 20 meters for the Panthers. Very disappointed, as I mentioned, he never won the 4x1 and throughout his brilliant career. Winning time 40-45 by Illinois State.
Here comes Brooke Moore now out in front for Indiana State, and you see the pace now picking up here for the final 400 meters. It's Brooke Moore, the sophomore for Indiana State, out in front.
Brooke Moore is going to try and run away from Rebecca Topham, and you can see Topham now in third place, and she's going to move into second place right now.
Brooke Moore in the white top for Indiana State. Rebecca Topham in the yellow jersey giving chase. The sophomore was the indoor mile champ for the Shockers in the mile and in the 3,000 meter.
Moore and Topham turning this thing into a 400 meter race after a slow first 3.5 laps.
Brooke Moore, the sophomore for Indiana State, out in front. A strong headwind coming up for these runners as they come down the home stretch. Brooke Moore, the first to face it. Topham trying to close the gap.
This is where strength is really going to be important now for these runners as they come into that win. Brooke Moore looks really, really good right now.
And Brooke Moore not giving up any distance at all. It will be Brooke Moore, the sophomore for Indiana State, your 2017 champion in the women's 1,500 meter run. All right, under 400 meters to go here.
Anybody's race at this point. You see David Timlin sitting in the back. He's going to make his move pretty quick with 2:50 to go.
Look at Timlin start to move up on the inside for Indiana State. On the far
Gagney's
left
another
of your
one
screen.
to watch, guys, here at the end.
And here comes Ugasiosis out in front. David Timlin is kicking. It will be a big kick for Timlin on your left. Out in front is Bradley. Timlin for Indiana State is giving chase for the Bradley Braves. Gagney, but it's Timlin at the final tape to take the title for Indiana State.
His 6th career Missouri Valley Conference title.
And they're off. It's a good start. On the outside, that's Nikki Larchmiller out in front alongside Mary Young. Very clean. Taylor Larchmiller now pushing, but it's Mary Young and Nikki Larchmiller. Mary Young in 4 and Nikki Larchmiller in 6. It'll be Mary Young, your MVC winner and title holder by 0.03 of a second.
Well,
and they're off. 4 athletes for UNI, 2 for Indiana State. Indiana State out in front quickly with Neely in 5. And Carter in 4. It's Neely in 5 now taking the lead. Marcus Neely, a title. And Daly Carter takes runner-up honors for Indiana State here in the men's 110 hurdles.
And the freshman.
It's a fair start here in the women's 400-meter dash. Amanda McLean in lane 5 for Illinois State, your 400-meter champion in the indoor season.
Green really picking up a stagger there, running in lane 6, really looking well early in the race. And here comes Maloney, the freshman from Southern Illinois, also on the inside with the white headband and maroon top.
In lane 4, that is Maloney. On the inside in lane 2, Ashley Wilson, a sophomore of Illinois State.
Let's see how much it hit the straightaway, hit that big headwind, and how much things change. But right now, Maloney really looking smooth, the freshman.
Maddie Bell trying to hold on strong here in lane 8 as well. But in lane 4, it's Shafika Maloney pulling ahead from the pack. Now charging is Amanda McLean of Illinois State. The sophomore is going to try and push Maloney to the very finish. McLean reaching forward, and Amanda McLean, the sophomore for Illinois State, edges out Shafika Maloney, the freshman, SIU Saluki.
3.
And they're off here in the 400. And Warren Hazel looking strong here in lane number 4, already making up the stagger on Evan Long of UNI. Warren Hazel out in front, and inside Tyrell Dowdle of Indiana State looking strong as well.
Yeah, but Dowdle's already making up a couple staggers here, and it's going to be interesting with this frame of Hazel as he combats the headwind. He's going to be running in and about the next 20 meters down the stretch. But right now it's anybody's race between Southern Illinois, Indiana State. Now he puts on the
here comes
cruise
Cody
control.
Here comes Cody Scheck of Wichita State, but pulling away is Warren Hazel for Southern Illinois. The strength to pull away from Tyrell Dowdle. It's going to be Hazel, your Missouri Valley Conference 400-meter champ. Indiana State's Tyrell Dowdle goes 2, and Corey Hertz swipes 3rd place away for the UNI Panthers. Still going on. Here's the women's 100-meter dash finals.
Both Illinois State and Missouri State wearing the white tops, but Kurtima, the smallest of 5'2", defending champ.
In lane 2 for Thompson. Also coming up strong from Missouri State is Kurtima. Marissa Kurtima now pulling away from the field. It is Missouri State with the title in lane 5. Marissa Kurtima, the junior.
She held off a strong challenge by Mystique Thompson from Southern Illinois running out lane 2. But Kurtima won her 200 outdoor title for the 2nd straight year. Missouri State has won this race now 13 times since 1995. Then Colin Graves, the Drake in lane 7, and the freshman Darius Rogers from Illinois State in 4.
And Brandon Carnes is out to a good start. Darius Rogers, the freshman for Illinois State, trying to push him, but Carnes pulls away and wins it big here in his senior season. 4 for 4 now in outdoor 100-meter titles.
That's a respectable time there. You know, they know that wind's coming back, you know, so no one's going to go out and just, you know, take the lead and go with it. Now in this back stretch, they're going to let the sail out and sail down this back stretch.
It's Lindsay Schinkel in 2nd right now. Amani Davis for Indiana State in 3rd. She was the runner-up in the 800 during the indoor season. Now the other Lindsay for UNI, this is Lindsay Kite on the outside, is Lindsay Schinkel trying to take the lead here on Brooke Moore as they come around the final turn, and it's Schinkel out in front strong. Lindsay Schinkel for the UNI Panthers, the sophomore, 3rd place at the 800 at the indoor season. Coming strong is Lindsay Kite. She's in 2nd for UNI, trying to chase down her teammate.
Here's a big gust of wind. This is where the strength training in the off-season is going to pay off right here.
Here is Kite in front. Brooke Moore giving chase, trying to close the gap on Lindsay Kite, but it will be UNI's Lindsay Kite with the title in the women's 800. 400 meters to go here out in front. That is
UNI has
Kevin
2
White.
ahead of, excuse me, Brad. UNI has 2 ahead of Wichita State right now, but Eustace Joseph looks like he's laboring on the back stretch here a little bit.
59-second opening 4. Has 250 meters to go here in the men's 800 meter. Here is Kevin White out in front.
Zach Penrod trying to get that 6th place, trying to get as many points as he can for Wichita State.
Jake Mazanki now right behind his teammate in 2nd. 2 Loyola Ramblers leading the way as they finish the final turn.
The senior and the sophomore, the changing of the guard that's going to be happening, and here's 2 teammates battling out. Again, just imagine what practice is like for these guys.
Here is Kevin White on the inside, the sophomore. He holds off the senior, Jake Mazanki. And Loyola goes 1-2 in the men's 800. Look at the women's triple jump, a production of State Farm Insurance, there for you when things go wrong, but also here to help life go right. Talk to an agent today at 800 State Farm.
Well, that first athlete you saw was Kaiser Martin, the defending outdoor champ as well as indoor champ. She finishes 3rd in the women's triple jump for Southern Illinois with a leap of 40 feet 9.5 inches. Taryn Roll from Drake, the junior, finishes second, 40 feet 11 and 3/4 inches. In Courtney Mills, exhilaration as she becomes the first shocker to win the women's triple jump since Stephanie Miller in 2007. Courtney goes 41 feet 8 inches on her first attempt and had to hold on because she fouled on her last two. But nevertheless, Courtney Mills, Wichita State, your Missouri Valley Conference women's triple jump champ.
All right. The men's 400 hurdles. Let's check in with the women's discus here.
Good look at Morgan Keller, Illinois State senior, finished third at throw 157.4. In second place from Northern Iowa, the junior Sarah Paith at 163.11. And your winner from Illinois State, a freshman, Sydney Laufenberg, with a toss of 169 feet 7 inches. She's the Redbirds' first champ since Angie Joy won 3 straight titles from 1996 to 98. Good look at the.
Let's take a look at the men's pole vault presentation of the Wichita Marriott Preferred Hotel, the Missouri Valley Conference in the Air Capital.
Good look at Trey Kennedy, Indiana State Junior, finished his third in this event, 16.3.5. Hayden Bugner from Wichita State, second in MVC indoor. He places second again in the outdoor, 16 feet 3.5 inches. And your winner, Southern Illinois senior Chad Weaver, clears 16 feet 9.5 inches. Weaver won the MVC indoor championships. He also was fourth at the outdoor championships, so he improves his ranking and continues to ride the momentum from the indoor season. By Holly Hike of Indiana State, 1994.
And they're off. It's a strong start in lane 4 for Taylor Larch Miller of Wichita State. And on the inside, Asha Cave out with a good start. Out in 7, how about Eason and Kurtema?
Well, it's Taylor Larch Smith making great strides on the inside.
Here's Kurtema and Eason. Kurtema in 6 in the white, takes the title in the 200 as Marissa Kurtema, a 100-meter title, and now the 200-meter title here for her Missouri State Lady Bears.
He won the 400 earlier.
Mike Wells comes up lane in lane 2 and slowly jogs. It's Brandon Carnes out in front. Darius Rogers, the freshman, is in lane 7. It's Carnes up by 2 steps here, coming down the backstretch, and Brandon Carnes for the UNI Panthers, looking to make it 16 for 16. Can he hold on? Yes, he does. Brandon Carnes, the fastest man in the Missouri Valley Conference. And Drake still in 3rd. Southern Illinois, Shafika Maloney, the freshman.
53 seconds, 3rd leg by the Redbirds, Amanda McLean.
For Illinois State, Ashley Wilson out in front as Wilson finished 6th in the 400-meter dash. Drake Bulldogs, Abelia Koye, just a freshman. And giving chase is Southern Illinois' Shafika Maloney. She finished 2nd. She is now in 2nd. Finished 2nd in the open 400. Southern Illinois' Maloney trying to close the gap on Wilson. Wilson for Illinois State trying to hold on. Here comes Maloney, the freshman, overtaking Illinois State, and it's Southern Illinois' Shafika Maloney, the freshman, the first of the tape in the women's 4x400. 46 seconds for UNI. And now for the Panthers, it's Evan Long, the sophomore, out in front, giving chase for Illinois State. Darius Rogers, one of the top sprinters in the Missouri Valley Conference. For Indiana State, Charles Sykes, just a freshman, currently sits on the hip of Rogers to the right. And out in front, it's Evan Long, the sophomore for UNI, trying to close it out for the Panthers.
Good strong leg by Darius Rogers, the freshman.
Evan Long
going to make his move on the outside, but
Evan Long pushing. Team points wise, look at Indiana State and Wichita State battle for 3rd. For UNI, Evan Long, your champs in the men's 4x400. Illinois State's Rogers closes out 2nd, and Cody Sheck of Wichita State able to give the Shockers some important points and finish in 3rd place.
That's the first 4x4 men's relay outdoor title by the Panthers since 2009, their 12th in school history.